What's up YouTube, it's JP Panther back on video, and today's video is actually another Kuroko no Basket anime discussion type video. Again, I really want to talk to you guys about this because this is one of my favorite anime mangas, sports anime mangas, right? The reason why I want to talk to you guys about this because I felt like out of all the other sports anime, again, we had sports anime like iShield 21, Prince of Tennis, we had Slam Dunk. I know there was other ones as well, but I just felt like Kuroko no Basket was fire, and I'm about to dive deep into it, and we're about to get into it right now, so let's jump into it right now. So the reason why I feel like Kuroko no Basket was probably one of the best sports anime manga, because I liked it because it was, you had middle school kids, I guess they were middle school teenage Japanese kids. They were all in the same like squad, same school, whatever. They were cool, they were friends, whatever. Then when they got to high school, got kind of a little grown up. They all went to different schools, pretty much different high schools, and they battled each other, stuff like that. And the reason why I liked it because it was high school teenage kids that had superpowers. It was almost on some Dragon Ball. It was like Dragon Ball Z fused with basketball, and it was crazy as hell. Cause you had Agami, who had like the Panther Lightning, whatever was it, the Panther. Speed or whatever it was. Then he had Mugazaki Barrage, the purple hair. He was able to slam dunk, boom, and destroy with a tornado while he makes a layup and a slam. It was freaking crazy. Then you had the other dude who had the yellow hair. He could copy the Generation Miracle's abilities and other people's abilities and use it against them as his own will and his own force. Then you had the I can't remember the other, the dude with the green hair with the glasses. He was able to do like long distance, like free throws, and it was freaking crazy as hell. Then you had Kagami, who had like the zone power. He was pretty much a Generation Miracle, but wasn't a really Generation Miracle. Then you also had Kuroko, who could do the when you push the ball, it's like super, super fast. Then you had Akashi, which I thought he was one of the best. Because Akashi, he had this Emperor's. I know, this is crazy how with basketball, right? Emperor's Eye, right? He could see the future and break niggas' ankles. Like, it was crazy. He was... like, he couldn't do anything, man. Like, when Akashi came in there, broke everyone's ankles, and then he was throwing the basketball, and they all fell. He were just slang, and it's over exaggerated like crazy, man. Like, as soon as he starts dribbling the ball, they're like, oh my god, his presence is like a god. I can't even move. And then there was one part where he was about to make was trying to make a layup, right? And then he uses his he takes the ball, uses his elbow, and flings it back to his other players, and they make a layup. And that's just like, it made a point. It was crazy as hell. It was like, this is our war. This is how if we lose this match, we will die. I'm like, damn, this is basketball. Y'all treat it like it's the end of the world. And anytime one of these Generation of Miracle loses, they always cry. The only one who didn't cry was Agami, man. I give Agami credit because Agami was like, I was so talented, I was so this and that and this and that. I always want someone to fight me on my equal. Because he always beats everybody, and he was always mad because even like back in the day, like, he was always winning. And he's like, try harder. He's just, you're better than me. And then he said he was about to give up on basketball because there was no motivation of doing it. And pretty much like back in, like, I guess was in freaking middle school, he says, you guys don't have to practice, just show up to the games, and that's all that matters. And they treat it like it was war. They treat it like everyone was gonna die. They treat this like it's the coronavirus. They treat this like it's the race war. Like, it was crazy. And you're thinking like, yo, you guys are going all exaggeration when it comes to basketball. But I loved it because it's like, yo, Kagami, when he does the zone, when he finds masters the zone 2, it's so crazy. And again, this is just basketball, right? He's using the zone, and it was one battle, I know, it's so stupid. It was one battle, or the final battle, with Akashi's team and Kagami's team, where he unlocks the zone 2, because remember, the zone 2, it's like always someone in the gateway, and none of the Generation Miracles able to open it, except Kagami. And then the whole purpose of the zone was to show you that you need your friends weapons so you could unlock the true power of the zone. And it was so crazy because Akashi and all of them and his team didn't know what to do. Dude, it was so powerful. The will is that they literally took, imagine you playing basketball and you go to space and different dimensions and colors and rainbows, and you're just throwing the ball at light speed and no one can see it. No one's like, oh my gosh. And then they make a layup and they do this and that and boom, and they make a layup and make they make a dunk, and it's like, oh my god, it was so fast I couldn't even see it. And then Akashi, not only did he have the Emperor's Eye where he can break niggas' ankles, see into the future. He can see into the future before you can even make your move. So let's say if you try to make a layup, he already knew that you were gonna make it. So he will use his speed and his Emperor's Eye and block it and give it to his other teammates so they can make a freaking layup and make a freaking point for his team. Like, it was crazy. Like, if basketball was like this in real life, it would be freaking amazing. And listen, I still love basketball. I'm still a big sports guy as well. But imagine if you had superpowers and you're using your will and your energy and your spirit. Like, it was crazy, man. And that was not even the crazy part about it. Akashi, I guess with his squad or whatever it is, he was able to transfer his in-zone power or his Emperor's Eye to his other teammates so they can see the future and break everyone's ankles as well. It was freaking crazy. Your ankles are broken. It's like, yo, it was crazy. They do this and that and this and that. It's just like, yo, Kuroko no Basket, I'm gonna lie, I loved Kuroko no Basket. Now, do I think it would work in America? Hell no. Because Americans are like, you guys are over-exaggerating the hell over this basketball shit. And also, certain things just doesn't translate well, you feel me? So, that's another thing as well. But I like Kuroko no Basket. I can see why it never got a dub. I can see why if you try to bring it to America, it wouldn't make sense. Because I tried to bring this with Prince of Tennis, it kind of... I liked it, but I guess it didn't work to what it standard. And also, they took that money, used it for Naruto, and that's a whole nother Tsunami and all that. And I think to put some episodes of Tsunami Jetstream, but that's a whole different conversation. But the point I'm trying to say is that sports anime just doesn't really do that well over here. Like, Air Gear did pretty decent, but I know they finished the manga, which is kind of I'm surprised. Is that the Air Gear manga and anime did pretty decent for what it was. Because of what I read is that it still made a profit. You feel me? It was by Viz Media or whatever, it's like by a different company. But the point I'm trying to say is that Air Gear, I think, was probably the best. But then Air Gear goes more crazy than Kuroko no Basket because you got gods and spirits and, it's about rollerbladed and they start having wars. It's freaking crazy. And devils and demons. I know, it's insane. But the point I'm trying to say with Kuroko no Basket, I liked it because it was one of the sports anime that I actually really enjoyed. And also, it was they also had the last game where I guess they play the Americans and then, they're the team, the Generation Miracle, are mostly Japanese. And also I watched some of the, I don't know if it was a special or a movie, but like they would have some parts in the special where the Jabberwockies would speak English, like you could understand English, and then they will go back to speaking Japanese with the English subtitles, which is crazy as hell. So it kind of threw me off when I watched it. I remember I read it the first time, the manga, and then I watched the anime, and I liked the anime version. It did pretty well. But overall, the Jabberwockies, they kind of were the same thing as Generation Miracle. The only difference is they were assholes, and they were Americans, and they had superpowers. And the Generation Miracles were able to truly work together and beat the Jabberwockies or Jabberwock, because even when they make the layup, Agami and Kagami are like, yo, it's over, Nosh. Boom, eat shit, Jabberwocky. And I'm like, oh my god, everyone's wild out. And that was pretty much the end of the series, if you really want to be honest. It was kind of like a Yu-Gi-Oh! Dimension type thing, where if you watch the original Yu-Gi-Oh!, but then if you really want to understand what happens in the final, if you want the final conclusion to that, then go see the movie or watch the movie. It was kind of the same thing with this, where it just left off a good send-off, you feel me? But Kuroko no Basket, I liked. Was there problems with Kuroko no Basket? Yes. My brother hated, my younger brother, he hated the anime so much. Because I don't know why. He just, like, in his personal opinion, and this is what I told Brandon about this, is that I think you didn't like it because they over-exaggerate the hell out of it. And you're so used to watching regular sports. And then you watch this over-exaggeration with gods and powers and all this other stuff. He just couldn't take it. He's like, man, fuck Kuroko no Basket. I remember back in the day, it was like, was it like 6 or 7? I was like 6. I think it was like 6 years ago. It was my friend John, Britt, George, Corey, my brother, me. We watched it, and then they were like, "What the fuck is this?" Like, you know, like they're like, "Oh my god!" Like, you know, he just couldn't take it. Like, he couldn't watch the exaggeration of basketball. And again, I knew that the creator, because I know it did really well in Japan. It sold like really, really well for its standards. But it just never, we never got an English translation of it. I don't even think the manga we got it. Let me know. I don't think we even got a manga translation of Kuroko no Basket. But, because they knew it wasn't going to sell like that. And also probably, Kuroko no Basket sold really well in Japan, stuff like that. It didn't really do that well in America. I guess they didn't even try to take that risk. Kind of like Gintama, they didn't really take certain animes and mangas. They just don't take risks, like Hitman Reborn, Gintama, Kuroko no Basket, that are too Japanese oriented or doesn't translate to the culture, and people will get thrown off and it will flop. So there's certain things like that where they just stop doing production, or they won't even translate it no more and bring it to America. But the point I'm trying to say is that, in my personal opinion, Kuroko no Basket was a fun series. Now, was it perfect? Hell no. Did it have its problems? Yes, it has a lot of flaws, but I still had fun and I enjoyed it and I was entertained by it. And also, I knew that the creator, I remember this a while back, is that he did so well with Kuroko no Basket. He tried to do the same thing again, but with golf, and I'm like, how the fuck are you gonna be able to do all this crazy shit with golf? Because I've heard about it, is that like anytime he swings, when you swing, it's 5,000 axes and oxes and bulls. When you boom, oh my god, that's like 1,000 frogs going into the space time and continuum. Like, bro, you're not gonna be able to pull that shit off with golf. I'm not disrespecting golf. I like golf, but come on, man, you're not gonna be able to do all that exaggeration bullshit with golf. And it tanked in Japan. I didn't even think it do well. America definitely want to do well. Overseas definitely want to do well. And the Japanese are like, yo, you're not gonna get away with all this bullshit with golf. You know, like, it's just not happening, you feel me? Golfer with superpowers, it's just not going to translate well, and it's just not going to resonate like well. Even the Japanese was like, yo, cut this BS out. So again, that's pretty much it for Kuroko no Basket. Tell me what you guys think. Do you guys agree with me? Do you guys disagree with me? Again, I love the series for what it was. I kind of wish it would have came to America. I understand why it wouldn't come to America because of so many translation issues, and I think it would be harder for Americans to get behind that type of shit, you feel me? It's just certain things we just wouldn't accept culturally, you feel me? That's just my personal opinion. The over-exaggeration, the yelling, the screaming, with basketball, I just don't think it would translate that well. So again, that's pretty much it, guys. Tell me what you guys think. Let me know in the comment section below. Make sure you rate and like the video and subscribe. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Peace and have a great day and take care.